Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons and Dragons advice video. It's actually a hack called Stone to Flesh. This is one of the best spells in the game. It has a variety of uses, and it's actually really, really cool. Um, Before I get into this, though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the tabletop role-playing game pictured here, Outlaw Trails. This is a role-playing game of the Old West. It's everything that could happen in a Western is happening, you can do in this game. It's great fun. It's family friendly, so it's great fun for the entire family. Get your family and friends together and go on a cattle drive, or maybe get into a barroom brawl, or chase down some outlaws, or become outlaws, whatever you guys want to do. It's in the game, and it's all there. And I designed it to be so simple, anybody could run it. It's fast paced. It keeps you in the moment during the combat, and it's just so much fun. We've been playing it for years. You can see all kinds of videos about it on my channel. All right, Stone to Flesh, the advanced Dungeons and Dragons hack, Stone to Flesh. Sometime in the distant past, some intelligent and resourceful wizard saw the need for a standard spell to reverse the effects of the petrification powers of the Gorgon, the Medusa, the cockatrice, and other such monsters. Maybe the kingdom suffered from the assault of such a creature, or possibly a number of them. It's also possible that some national hero or beloved princess fell victim to this particular malady, and a means had to be found to restore them. Whatever the reason, this industrious and capable spellcaster came up with the spell Stone to Flesh. It is effective and at reversing petrification. It is also reversible. It can be used as a very effective weapon, but that's the least of its capabilities. I was playing in a game in 1986 under one of the best dungeon masters I've ever met. His name is Art Schmidt. I wish I could still play in his game. He's really brilliant. We were in a long underground trek, and we had been involved in a combat. One of the villains had sealed us into a section of the cavern as he fled. Our magic user used Stone to Flesh on a section of the cavern wall, turning it into essentially meat. We hacked our way through the wall and were able to escape. It was rather gory, but it worked. Furthermore, we were able to roast the chunks of meat for a decent meal. One has to wonder about the flavor, of course, but a goodly amount of seasoning would probably help. Now, when it says Stone to Flesh, it's not going to be human flesh. So it's not cannibalism or anything bad like that. It's just meat. And it is permanent, so it's not like you're going to eat this stuff and then it turns to stone in your belly, right? This brings me back to the hack part of this video. Any magic user with this spell can feed a group of adventurers as well as any cleric. Running out of food becomes a lot less likely when a boulder can be turned into a haunch of meat. A handful of stones can become meatballs. Gravel suddenly becomes ground meat for a stew. Again, the flavor might not be ideal, but as a source of nutritious protein, it should be outstanding because it's pure meat. As a player, it behooves you to think of the many and various ways any spell can be used to benefit both your character and the group in general. As a dungeon master, you simply cannot give the players this information. I recommend you tell the players over and over that they need to think outside the box and figure ways to use spells which were maybe not intended by the creators of the spell. But do not be specific. Anytime a player figures out how to use a spell for a purpose it was not intended for, then that player should be rewarded with extra experience and other accolades. But if you tell them about the hack, then that's just them being led by the nose, and it's you being a controlling Monty Hall. I said in another video that underground races would know to target clerics initially because A, most underground races are theocratic in the extreme, and foreign clerics are an insult to them. B, clerics are the main source of food and fresh water on extended underground treks. Killing them effectively cripples any party. And C, without healers, the group suffers. This hack alleviates at least one of those reasons. A wizard can provide food. It's just the way it is. They can summon an animal, to slaughter, but if the druid, for example, is not happy with that, I can't imagine a druid being upset with a boulder turned into a haunch of meat for roasting, because it's not a natural creature. See what I'm saying? And yes, I'm gonna get this. There's the whole modern day lab grown meat bullshit. Yeah, I don't do that. But this is magic. It's not science, and it's just pure meat is all it is. So I can't see anybody having a problem with that. At any rate, any of you tree huggers out there, it's just meat. That's all. It's not from an animal. It was created from a boulder. So there you go. Anyway, I try not to get political in my gaming videos, but sometimes it begs the question, and I'm sure I was going to get flack about that, so I figured I'd address it out of the chute. At any rate, if anybody else has any other ideas for hacks, put them in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to read them. You folks have a good one now. God bless one and all.